say your name and where are you from, both city and country.
Sure. My name is Nasser Al Muteri. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm from a city called Al Majma, which is close to the capital city, like 2 hours north of the capital city, Riyadh. Um, yeah, I'm a student here right now at MSU.
What is your major?
I study advertising and public relation um, in, in the communication college.
How long have you been a student?
In this program, I started this program 3 years ago. Before that, I did my bachelor, master, like the others.
Yeah. Um, why did you come to the United States to study?
Why I chose to come to study? It's for personal development. I feel my life does have another dimension that I did not reach, and I chose America because in my domain, USA education is the best around the world, one of the best. From the publication, from the theories, from the development, from professional development also, not academic development, especially in the field of advertising and cognitive psychology, which is I like to do.
How did you hear about MSU in particular? From a family member or friends, internet?
I was able, I'm lucky to have the chance to meet some faculties from here and to know closely about the program and also the rank of the school. Different sources, influence my decision. Mainly is the rank of the school in my domain, advertising. Also, I met people. I like exactly the diversity of the faculties. They are not one group. They are representing different views and different school of thought and open to differences. And this is why I chose really to come here.
Just the whole range of like different people from different ages and ethnic groups, and just sort of it's a good place to be creative, which I assume advertising has a lot of. You need a lot of ideas and.
Yeah, advertising is for the bachelor and master. Maybe there's a creativity, but for a PhD, it's more research, more statistic oriented, more cognitive or qualitative methods, which is a bit opposite of creativity because we use reliable and special skills and statistic to support the creative part that we created and to see how reliable and effective in reaching our outcome, which is improving the sales or creating awareness or communicating a message that we need to deliver to our audience.
So, what initially shocked you about American culture? Not in particular culture shock, but just in general. What was different? Or
As a foreign student, I came here with to to learn the language at the beginning. I was not mastering the English language, or even though mastering the basic things from it when I came. I started to study at the English Language Institute for non-native speaker or for foreign students, and it was very big, shocking things that everything. For example, I used to deal with things as, and I plan my conversation, I plan my thought, and my way of reaching people through different mindset. Here as what we call it, cut the fat and go to the meat. Right away, the first statement summarize everything. While in my culture, we talk a lot about introduction and consideration, and a lot before we get to maybe the last two statements is the bottom line or what's in it. It's like the top
it's
approach
pretty
or the bottom.
straightforward here.
It's like it reminds me by the European style. Some people in French, culture they have not, go around the issue. While here is just I thought this is rude at the beginning. I said, what's wrong? You know, I'm trying to be nice and everyone is wrong, rude to me. I realized they said, why you're wasting your time? Just say it, you know, I need this. And then just cut the fat and you just go through.
Very especially up here in the northern states, it's very very articulate with
Yeah.
get this done, do that, talk to me, just say
Duck.
you have to go everywhere.
Yeah,
Um, did you have culture shock?
absolutely a big culture shock. I mean, yeah, I remember, you know, the language, the culture, the homesick also. It's another factor that is boiling the effect of culture shock. And I miss my traditional clothes. You know, in our culture we wear one piece from outside and other maybe three or five pieces below. But here it's pants and shirt and t-shirt and top and hats and things. Oh, I mean, it's totally different. It was crazy at the beginning. Yeah,
Sort of shocking.
absolutely was shocking. And lifestyle. We used to have lots of. Yeah, here it's more. It's a big learning experience to me. Yeah, how they deal with older people, with younger people, the the relations, the emotions, expressions, the way they look to money, the way they look to human. I mean, totally different than my culture. This is pushed me back a lot, and really, what helps me, I think, is just try to analyze and just to debrief every time, not take it seriously because I said if I don't wanna love or compare, I need to understand.
Yeah, you
We
can't.
understand, just understand and respect because nothing wrong, nothing right. I mean, where is the border? What is the absolute right or absolute wrong? It's a choices, but when you understand them, will help. My understanding and trying to grasp why they do what they are doing, the people here, helped me to go through the shock, even though it took me for a while to get
Are there any particular examples? Like,
Yeah, I used to stay with a homestay system where I live with an American family, and I pay rent, but it's different, not a regular rent. I mean, I pay rent, but they are like trying to help me because they and my you know to go through and what's right, what's not acceptable, take me here and there, 2 meals a day, because really we're very weak position and you know nothing about what's right. The idea is I chose to live with two different families. One is white American family, and the other one is a black American family. And they chose one of them to be more toward to be atheist, and the other one to be more religious. To get the four dimensions, it looks like I'm doing experiment, religiosity, non-religiosity with white versus black, and American, and trying to understand, you know, what's the some of the components of the society, and it was very shocking. Both families' experience there was opening mind to me and shocking, and some of them tragedies.
did you have any problems fitting in or feeling accepted?
Absolutely, I mean, yeah, yeah,
Just because I mean you're different. You know,
yeah.
it's new culture, different language.
Absolutely, it's very hard. I mean, absolutely, you're not accepted. And my culture, religiosity is part of who we are. I mean, yeah, it's not questioned. I mean, normal. Here, if they saw you not fitting in the social norms, you will get cut off. I mean, you didn't drink, parties, things like that. I mean, you would get cut off. I mean, no one would like to hang around with you. If there's, no, you didn't go to the bar, you didn't have
It is a very
very
strong social,
pressure.
yeah, to fit in.
Yeah, and it's the bottom line here. It's you have it or you get out of there. And personally, I, I didn't drink, period. Even though one of my family members is addicted to alcohol, you know, but I see it is not correct. But personally, my choices and my brothers and father and my sisters, zero alcohol, acceptance personally. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't consume it. The other thing that I tried to blend with, but I was not able because I didn't grow up with the sport. I tried to play football or know what's the rules, and they go there, and I could not grasp it. When I learned the rules, I could not taste it or enjoy it. You know, the pleasure and the, 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 the emotional components of it, and
Yeah.
I could not get it. You know, I didn't grow up with it. I grew up with soccer. I mean, I love soccer. I play with soccer. When I play with some of the guys here soccer, I feel they are not know nothing about it. I mean, really, I cannot play because we took it. We grew up with it here. They just tip tap to it, and
We just
yeah, it's new to the American culture.
everybody like a big thing here is children play soccer
Yeah,
here.
it's a new trend.
It's a youth thing, and as you
Yeah.
grow older, you go to football. That's
Yeah.
how it. That's just how it always has been, and it's
Yeah.
just football is seen as just more, I guess.
Kids.
It's just more fun.
Yeah, yeah. Kids and adults, yeah, for adults. Yeah. All the components was working against me, but what helped me to go other with other trying to create go through the common areas like appreciation for humanity, more reading, books, libraries, museums, trying to go through understanding the common celebrations and enjoying them, and like Halloween and other things, without questioning them because it's just that's the way it is.
Just
Take
a
it,
holiday.
take it, yeah. Just
So,
take
what
it.
do you think? Like, I'm just trying to think of like Thanksgiving and Halloween. Did you just sort of take them as they're just a party, a festival, basically? It doesn't really.
Because the American society, my understanding, my limited understanding is, they don't agree about the concept. What's the bottom line? But they agree they want to celebrate. Someone put it in a culture. Someone put it in a religious frame. Someone put it in a business frame. Someone say, no, that's the way it is. I mean, that's the southern part of our life. This is the eastern part. I mean, they relate it without clear conceptualization. While in my society, the conceptualization is the bottom line. We do things based on a purpose. Well, everything is related to a purpose, an authenticated purpose, and documented. It's crazy.
So very, very.
Authenticity. Here, no, it's more than one cycle comes together to click.
Because well, it just sort of happens through
Yeah.
the culture in general. There's just a
Yeah.
multitude of humanity that sort of
Yeah.
combines, and there has to be.
Evolving.
Yes.
Evolving until it comes the current phase. But when you go drag it down to the base, you cannot see it. And I thought about just take the face value of it and keep the rest. Because
Just
take the face value.
In general, that's all it matters. It's
Yeah.
just it's
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, it's just
and
kind of fun.
Happy Eastern. Ta-da, that's
it's
all.
just just sort of hang
Very
out
good.
with people that care about you, and you
Yeah.
just sort of enjoy people's company. It never really goes down to the very, very basic. Because
Yeah.
we're such a new country, there isn't anything that's so traditional that it really would matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everything else has just sort of been absorbed from other cultures.
Mhm. And blend, the American
Just
culture blender.
pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Were you ever discriminated against in both like the traditional way or in the professional?
I think that
Field.
could you elaborate
So,
on it?
were you ever? Did you ever feel that someone in particular was, I guess, mean to you based on your race or where you were from, or that's in the personal sense, but in the professional, did you feel like you were passed up for a job or a school position just because you were a foreign student?
Um, um, I will adjust the question to or I'll slide the question to be as followed. First, did you think you have been culture discrimination or social discrimination from a point of view that because of your color or race you are not getting the culture association, or you are out of the group? It's not like in the group. Yes, I felt it a lot, and And if I have email with non, traditional, without my personal name, I feel that when I have use my traditional name, I see that. Even though on online communication, same thing goes with face-to-face or friends or roommates lifestyle. This from the cultural point of view. I mean, yeah. Except if you are around the university center. And when I said the university center, exactly I mean the international center. If you are beyond the international center and going to other, festivals that is not mainly international, no, you do not get. You are not as welcome as when you are in the
Yeah.
international. This is me, but it's to be try to be politically correct. This is from a social component. I went to churches many times and see how this going. Um, I got to observe, honestly, and to see what's exist. But if you do not provide, submission to the doctrination or the teaching of that church, they will said, "No, do you want to join us, or you get out of here?" I mean, they didn't accept you are just an observer or just a guest or just one, two times, and they said, "No." So what? I mean,
Are you gonna make
what
a
is next?
decision
Yeah,
or something?
yeah. I told them, just I'm enjoying you're enjoying your time and doing some.
Just observing.
Just observe, no, as the level of tolerance very low. From a job point of view, I have some skills that when they need it, they come to me. If they didn't need it so bad, I mean, sometimes some components, about my culture or my country that they need to give a summary about it or some training about it or some. I reach certain emails asking for that and through the international office and other places. But if I just working with an opportunities that with others, I didn't get any chance to it. And I remember many people they said, okay, how about do you want to pick a name for your work? Like do you think about a nickname that's more blending, like Sam or whatever, just consider it your business name. I thought I would hurt my mind. I'm not gonna do it.
So you didn't pick a. Because I know I've interviewed a couple of Chinese students. Generally, do pick a more English sounding name because theirs are much more harder to pronounce. But
Yeah, yeah.
but you didn't pick any
No.
just because. I mean,
No,
you didn't have to.
I received a clear recommendation from sincere friends. They said, Nasser, you need to get out of this. I mean, your name is foreign name. Just move forward. Just pick the abbreviation first letters, or just drop it and pick, nickname. They thought I'm good as it. I appreciate their advice since they are sincere, friends. But yeah,
You didn't feel like you needed. I mean,
I cannot live this kind of
yeah.
um, dual personality. I consider it very hard to me to do. I'm not that flexible when it comes to my name is considered the center for me.
It's my name, so
Take it or I mean, yeah.
yeah. What do you miss most about Saudi Arabia?
I don't know what to start or what to end. Yeah. I my holidays is the most thing that I miss because I grow up with them and here sometimes exams. Sometimes you cannot miss it. A conference or a paper that you present somewhere else or a research symposium or teaching some things that you cannot miss it. Bottom line, if I miss it, I will hurt a lot of people here. Either teamwork or students or others. This is hard. And I said, well, go over it. Just, and I substitute this. I try to get created my own mechanism to deal with this. Like I bring donuts at that day, just share it with others, without mentioning it's a holiday for me, or just say it's a beautiful time. Let's enjoy it. And I think they get happy, and I'm happy, and they are at the end my partners in this life, at least for this moment. I need to fully live it. It's a beautiful life.
Do you have any Oh, do you plan on staying in the United States?
I don't know.
Not sure at this point. Or
I don't know.
are you gonna finish your education here, or?
Yeah, I will finish my PhD hopefully within a couple of years from now. But to stay or not stay, I don't know. We have foreign in my country more than the foreign that we have here in the United States. We have job opportunities in my home country more than the job opportunities here. We have highly paid salaries than the salaries that received by local and foreign employees. I mean, I have my financial situation is not that bad. I have 3 degrees. Yeah, I don't know what to do. But with the time, I start to develop new component to my lifestyle, which is consider myself as a global workforce, not more Saudi or American. No, more global view. I mean, I can easier for me is not easier than before to adapt to a new culture or a new place. And I think having the nationality and the citizenship of the earth is better than to have it in one region or a country. And this is what my new, if I can say, quote unquote, my philosophy of life, which is a citizen of this earth, and beautiful people in it.
So, do you have any final thoughts? MSU
No,
people.
I go green, go Spartan, go white. I love it. I love Spartan. It's just part of me, and I wish to come one day back to this place and see it more flourishing and more people coming here to enhance this great institution. It's beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks.